back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an in-depth makeup tutorial because someone told me the other day that they would love to learn makeup, but I go too fast in my tutorials. So this is a more in-depth tutorial. I know you guys are used to me with my brows on, but I'm going to do all of that in reference of this video. So I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into the video. Okay, so for starters, I'm going to do my brows. I'm using this flat, don't look at my nail. I'm using this flat brush from BS Mall. It has a spoolie and then it has the angled brush on the other end. So what you'll do, brush your brows up or in the direction that you want them to go. And then what I do is, if you're new to doing brows, I would suggest use a brow pencil. But what I do with this, I just outline it and then just fill in like the sparse areas because I like to have a guide to where I want my brows to be. So I'll just do that. So for the guide, you will draw one line under your brow, right? One line under your brow and one line on top. See that? And your eyebrows don't have to be 100% perfect. This sounds cliche, but eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So just make sure that like they're in line, but like not the exact same, if you know what I mean. If you're not used to using pomades yet, like I said, you could just use a brow pencil. It gets the job done just as good. Yeah, I recently just started using pomades myself. Now I'm going in with my KyBeaute brow pomade in the color Ebony, and I'm gonna fill in my brows with this. Take the angled part of your brush, dip it in. Also a hack, if your brow pomade is getting like dry, you guys can add like oil to it. Highly recommend, little life hack. But yeah, you could add oil to your pomades. My dog hair is everywhere. Sometimes you can turn the brush the other way to just get like more product out of it. You don't want to go too harsh at the beginning of your brow. So what I'm just basically doing is using the flat side of the brush and just like making the front of the brow. So you'll hold the brush like this and just fill it in like that. Let me add a tad bit more right there. Then I'm gonna do the other eye, and they're done. On to the next step, and this is why I do my brows off camera, because it takes so long. Like, your brows are like the most tedious part of your routine. Now on to concealer. The tools you need for concealer. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color medium beige, and a flat concealer brush. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna take some concealer on your brush what I do is I dab the excess off on the side of the tube. And this brush is from Icon Cosmetics by Lisa Wallace. What you do, dab it on the side. Well, that's what I do. It depends on what kind of concealer you have. And you start, well, me personally, this is just a disclaimer. This is how I do my makeup. Yeah, I'll just put that out there. So you start, well, I start at the middle and just drag it down. Then I bring a little bit to the front. Then I go like that and add like the rest. And then drag the excess down. So concealer is basically used to clean up any mistakes that you might have made. Also, you can use concealer at the top of your brow. I would recommend either using a darker concealer, or you could even use your foundation at the top of your brow to just blend it in. Me personally, I don't do that, but you can do that to add just like an extra, you know. Alrighty, your concealer is on. Now time to blend it out. We're going to be using a flat, but not a flat. This is a, do you see the top of it? It's more like a dense brush to just blend out the concealer, to just make it smooth, make it more smooth. You can also use concealer as eyeshadow base. Yeah, can definitely do that. Moving on to the next step, which is moisturizing and priming. Now, the purpose of this is to give you, well, I'm using this primer as a moisturizer because you can use it as a moisturizer. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance in the color Pink Radiant. Radiant Pink. You can use it as a moisturizer. I recommend moisturizing then priming, but you don't have to do the two. It's just what I do. So, I'm gonna put some on your face. But yeah, like I was saying, the purpose of primer, which is this, is to basically have a base. Like when you're painting a house, you put on primer before you paint the house. So you should put on primer before you put on your makeup. And it just makes the makeup stay on longer, and it also makes it apply way better. Trust me, there's been plenty times I was rushing to go out and forgot to put on primer. Many times. It happens to the best of us. You won't always remember to, but just make sure put on primer. Like, that's like the start of having good makeup. And you should also get a primer that fits your skin type. Whether you have oily skin, dry combination, oily combination, you just need to find out your skin type, and then you'll know like exactly which type of primer you need. This primer in particular is for, I would say, combination skin, because, but actually no, this is for all skin types, because it blurs your skin. And this particular, well, Maybelline in general has some good primers, Maybelline and Rimmel London, so I would highly recommend those. Rimmel London is for more dry skin though, but the Maybelline Master Primer is for all skin types, and I'd highly recommend it. So yeah, that's the purpose of primer. gosh, I just realized I didn't put on any lip gloss. Hold on. The lip gloss I apply is from KyBeaute. It's in the color Dainty. It's a pretty nude peachy color. So cute. Y'all know I love lip gloss, and I highly recommend this one. It's a Bohemian brand, period. Okay, moving along. So, next step, foundation. Now, I personally use two different color foundations because one is darker and one is too light for me. So I mix both. People always ask me, oh, I use two foundations. Ma'am, I'm light skinned, but I'm not like that light skin. And you don't want to get you really don't want to get a foundation that is too light for your skin. Honestly, I would rather have a darker foundation because you could always brighten it up with concealer. You could always highlight it. And another thing too, my forehead is way darker than the rest of my face. It's just how it is. If you're not sure of your foundation color, I would recommend going in a store, but you can't go in the store now because of Corona. But your neck color is the closest to your foundation shade, not your wrist. Do you see how bright my wrist is compared to my neck? No. No. So now I'm taking a brush, or you can also use a beauty blender. Make sure you wet your beauty blenders. It makes the makeup application so much more flawless. And then I'm gonna apply a tad bit of Badescu spray just because I want to be extra. I don't usually do that, but I just wanted to do that. And I'm gonna start blending it out. And make sure you put the foundation like on your lids as well, just to make. Okay, someone called me in the middle of me talking. But what I was saying was, you can add the foundation to your lids to make your face look more uniform. You don't have to, but that's just what I do. And make sure you blend the foundation all the way in. You can even use your fingers to blend out the harsh lines. I do that sometimes because that's just what it is. It don't matter how you do your makeup. Once you get it done, don't forget your neck. Using my fingers, like I said. Okay, now it's time to highlight with concealer. The purpose of highlighting is to bring a balance between light and dark, which is contouring to your face. So you don't just want to have, well, actually, if you're more of a like you like makeup but you like natural makeup, you could just wear your makeup with foundation and setting powder to your choice. But for like extra coverage and like to highlight dark circles, if you have them, I'd recommend concealer. So yeah, that's the purpose of highlighting / concealing. You just add it to the places where you would highlight the most, like your cheeks, right here, your nose, your forehead, and under your chin. I mean, not under your chin, on your chin. Jesus. Nose. And I put a tiny bit on my forehead. Now to blend this out, I'm going to be using my beauty blender to blend it out. You want to start from here from the middle, go up, and then side to side. So middle, up, side to side. Just so that you would have like an even coverage, and then you could use the back of it to blend out the harsh lines. And this just gives your face more dimension and more of a highlight. Like I said, that's like the main purpose of it. I don't like to put too much on my forehead anymore, because I realized in past videos that when I set my forehead, it looks too white, and I don't want that. And done. Okay, moving on to, what do I do after this? Setting your face. The purpose of setting your face is so that your makeup wouldn't move throughout the day, and that you can have a smooth base. Now most people, they don't set their face because they want like that dewy look. If you're going for that look, you can either add no powder or less powder than I'm about to add. But like I said, it's all up to you, to your face. Now you can either do this with a brush or a beauty blender. I'm gonna use my beauty blender and put this everywhere I put the concealer, and I'll set my whole face with it as well. So with baking, you don't really have to bake, but you can like add a small amount of powder under here if you choose to. I like to add a little bit more than usual, just because I like a matte finish. So that's just me personally. And make sure when you're baking, you have an even amount. You can also set your eyes just to make sure everything is in place. Even layer. And then this is a trick. You can line under here, and this can also be a guide for your contour. So you'll just fill this part in here with your contour shade. Do you see the difference? So I'm just putting that everywhere that I put concealer. And yeah, man, I don't want anything to move. That's just my preference, like I said. I like a matte, smooth face. It's just how I like it. It's just how I like it. And you want to really press the powder in to your face. Cool. Now, moving along to contour. You can either use a contour palette, or you can just use a dark eyeshadow like I'm about to do. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Lemonade Craze palette, and I'm going to be using this and that color. The purpose of contouring is to give your face a slimmer look, even if you don't have it for true. But it's makeup, that's like the whole purpose of it. So, and your contour shade should be, let me see, 2 to 3 shades darker than your original skin tone. So your concealer should be like either your skin tone or 2 shades lighter, and your contour shade should be 2 or 3 shades darker. And you can contour your forehead if your head big like mine. Now it's time to dust away the powder. Taking this tapered brush, and I'm just dusting away the powder. This piece of glitter still on my face thread. Okay, get off. I've been there like almost the whole video, bro. And then what you can do, if you want to be extra, you can add blush. And I'll show you something else if you want to be extra as well. In my everyday looks, I don't really add blush as much. But for the sake of the video, we're being extra today. Now, the next extra point is resetting under your contour. So basically, you're carving a contour out again and then just blending it out again. That's basically what it is. Next piece of glitter on me. This been on me the whole video, jeez. So, and then you can take some more powder, not too much, and just go back to really carve out your cheeks. Time for the nose contour. Now I'm gonna take the lighter shade to contour my nose. And like I said, the purpose of contouring is just to make your face appear slimmer than it is. That's basically all contouring is. And you can either cream contour or you can powder contour like I did. And for cream contouring, all you'll need is just like a dark concealer or like a foundation stick or anything like that, you know, to bring out your contour. And you can also take your nose contour up into your eyebrow just to make it more natural. I learned that trick from Jackie Aina, one of my favorite YouTubers, period. The next step, lashes, my favorite part. I'm using this mascara. It doesn't have to be fancy unless you're not applying lashes. And if you don't know the purpose of mascara, the purpose of mascara is to give your lashes some definition. Me personally, I have really long lashes, but I still wear lashes because I like the look. It's just me, man. I'm extra. Very, very extra. Moving on to lashes. Lashes, I'm going to be using none other than my lashes from iLash. I'm trying to see which lashes I should put on. Alrighty, I added my lashes. These are in the style Chola. They're named after me. So now I'm gonna add some bottom lashes. I feel like bottom lashes just bring the whole look together. Pow. Okay, moving on. I wonder if I want to do some highlight. Nah, it's a neutral, cute look. Now I'm gonna add my upper lips. I'm gonna be doing this TikTok trick that I saw. So take a dark concealer, line your lips for, well, you'll use the concealer as a lip liner. Let me just blend this out with my finger. And then I'm gonna be using, with this hat, make sure you let it dry. Then I'm gonna be using Bratz Collection lip gloss. This is in the color Naked. It's a pretty new color. Another Bahamian owned brand. I'm gonna add that. Then to top that off, because I'm extra, I'm gonna add some gloss. Actually, I think I want to add a little bit of nose highlight. Give me 1 second. Going in with my favorite highlighter, Maple. The Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in the color Molten Gold. Take it on my finger. I use one finger to apply it, and then the other finger to blend it out. If it's one thing I love, it's a good nose highlight. Oh my god, I just love that. I'm gonna add some setting spray. You wanna make sure like you have setting spray here. Yeah. I let it dry. But yeah guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye guys.